Hi, my name is Dan Burling. I am a realtor with the Flamingo Group out of eXp Realty and covering a topic today that has been coming up a lot in general over the last couple of years, especially since the pandemic and changes in property values and whatnot. But people often ask, what is equity? And so, what I wanted to do today was just talk a little bit about what is home equity. It's a question that comes up. I always tell our clients there's no such thing as a bad question. So always feel free to ask the question, but just want to go through some real basics right now of what home equity is. If you look at it, it's really, if you take the value of your home, and it's really home equity is the difference between what the value is of your home and how much you owe. So if somebody goes out and purchases a home right now, and we'll say it's for 250,000, and they, as we see on the value here, 250,000, and they do down payment of, they can do 7% in a down payment. That's 17,500. That 17,500, that down payment that they've got in cash represents the equity in that home. So again, it's really just the difference between the value and what the mortgage is. To calculate it, again, all you're going to do is, I always say, look at, we have an appraiser that comes in and says, okay, what is the value of the home? And they assess it according to what's going on in the market, the condition of the home. There's a couple variables like that, but they come in, assess a value on the home, and then what you do is you just basically are going to remove any mortgage that you owe on it, and that's going to be the equity. Certainly the beginning of it is any kind of down payment, that's part of it. And then also, how do you build equity? That was a big question that we get certainly during the pandemic again. And let's look at that because a lot of questions have gone on, particularly the last couple of years. Paying your mortgage every month is increasing the amount. You pay a little bit towards interest, but you pay some towards the principal of what you owe. So that example there of $250,000, your mortgage over a period of time. This is saying you pay your mortgage for a 10-year period. If you just look at the value and you're not changing the value of the home, but you're just saying, hey, I'm reducing the amount I have on my mortgage every year. And so over a 10-year period, this says, hey, I make my payments. I take the value of 250,000. I reduce the mortgage that I have, and now my equity has grown from 17,500. It's grown to 63,792. Again, that's just the equity or the value that you have. If we look at appreciation, and this has been the big one over the last couple of years, there's an assumption sometimes that let's look at a value or the appreciation of a home being about 3% a year. And just saying, hey, just with the normal market, you hear that a lot about real estate, it goes up by 3% a year. What would that look like over a period of time, and taking into account the mortgage that you're paying off, as well as maybe the value of the house is going up? If this one it talks about if you live in a neighborhood where property values are going up overall, or you've maintained your property well, the amount of your equity will increase as well. And this has been coming up quite a bit. What we have is low inventory, and we have a lot of buyers. And what we have seen is people who have taken care of their homes over a period of time, made some improvements, but also just in general out there, the value of these homes continues to go up. So let's look at what the difference is now. What we looked at before was just saying, what if we just paid off the mortgage? And again, you can see 10-year period, you make your mortgage payments. Your mortgage value is $186,208. That's what you owe. But on the home value, and this is what we have seen dramatically over the last couple of years, this is just saying over a 10-year period, what if the value of your home increases by 3% a year? 250,000 over a 10-year period now becomes 335,000. So when a bank comes in and appraises your property, they come in now and say, hey, it's now worth 335,000. Your mortgage is 186. So instead of just equity or the value that you have in the house, instead of that being around 63,000, you now have home equity of 149,771. What we've seen the last couple of years is that increase appreciation and value of homes has gone up dramatically, much more than 3%. And so this is where you see a lot of people wondering, what do I have for value right now? Whether they want to sell, whether they want to refinance, whether they want to take some money out of the house. That's what they're looking at now. And that's why real estate is really such a powerful investment tool. You have a couple things going on. One is the mortgage, and one is the appreciation. It's important to take care of your home. The market factors are, like I mentioned, are coming into play. Those include low inventory, high demand. When we have a house on the market right now, if it's priced properly, we can see an acceleration pretty quickly in that home value. And again, that's being based on what the market condition is. And then also it's taking care of your place. Economic conditions can impact positively and negatively. We saw in 2008, there were some values that the values came down a little bit over a short period of time. In real estate, what we like to do is take the long view and take a look at over the long period of time. And over the long period of time, it has been continuously been one of the stronger, asset growing and wealth growing tools that are out there because of that value appreciation and because of paying off the mortgage. I hope that's helpful. Just a little bit on equity and what we've had a lot of questions on recently. Certainly feel free to give Beth or myself a call if you have any additional questions. And we look forward to bringing you some more educational videos. Thank you.